Welcome to the Jangum series all about sword. Starting this program off with the first thing I learnt when I got my sword at second dan, which was known to me as 8 directional cut form. Now I learnt this and then I realized many years later that this was not part of the WTSD syllabus, but yeah, I still practice it because I think it's good to understand how the blade works when you first get it. The sword is very different from anything else we do in Tang Soo Do, so it's good to have a grounding. So think of this as staff twirling for your sword. I hope that makes sense. And again, it's not syllabus, but just because it's not syllabus doesn't mean it can't help us. So this works in your right hand, but I guess you could practice it in your left hand as well. It starts with 3 twirls, like a forward figure of 8, and then goes down into a downward cut in side stance. Then has 2 downward diagonal cuts with 2 steps forward. Then you do a horizontal cut and 2 reverse diagonal cuts, and then a vertical cut straight up the middle. Then grab the sword with 2 hands and do a downward chop. And now all you're going to do is change the grip of your hand so it's an earth grip, and then turn and do the exact same sequence again. So 3 forward figure of 8s, downward in side stance, step forward, 2 downward diagonal cuts, then a horizontal cut, 2 diagonal cuts, and then a vertical cut, followed by changing the grip back to a heaven grip and a downward chop. And then you're going to turn side on and do 2 twirls above your head, and then do like an X cut, and then do 2 more twirls. But on the second one you're going to do a diagonal cut to your left, and then spin with a horizontal cut, and then drop to your knees and do 2 more downward X cuts, and then to barrow. So I've shown it once slowly, and then I'm going to do it at what I believe is full speed. Again, very few references on what the form should look like, but it's just a way of practicing your cuts. Thank you very much for watching this 8 directional cut form sword twirling video. Hope it helps you to understand how to use the blade with one hand and gives you something else as your supplementary training. Hope to do more videos on the Jangum, and until next time, Tang Soo.